Oh, and it's not. Of course, it's blurry. Great job, Ben. Hello there, everyone. I gotta say, I'm very disappointed. I say hello there. Not one of you said General Kenobi. You had one job. Hello there, everyone. I gotta say, I'm very disappointed. I say hello. You're gonna hear some echoing, so bear with me 1 second. I think we sound good. Yep, you can hear me echoing already. One momento. Let me just pop this out. I will fix some things. So that goes out there. We'll move this over here. IR Kenobi. You tried. You tried. Oh, you ate Kenobi. Oh. I've always said like IR Kenobi. That's just funny, that IR Kenobi. I mean, it's like, I mean, that's definitely what made it. Not from the public. That is true. That is very true. I will give you that. I'll let you off for now. But good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, everyone. I hope we're all doing okay. Just moving some lighting around a little bit. Alright, let's turn off the autofocus on this webcam because I don't like it. There we go, you can see me! There we go. I am here. I'll say hello to everyone who is in the chat. Hello to Isaac. Hello to Mr. Worst Hour. Hello Pepsi Trooper. Hello Solo Studio. Hello Martin, the moderator, and anyone else who is also just chilling. Hello! I don't know how you wave. So yeah, no, today's stream is an interesting one. It's kind of similar to a stream that I did a while ago now. Where I showed off a couple of minifigures, my minifigure collection. So I thought this one in my hand. Oh, Stan, did I not? Oh, I didn't see you. Oh my God, Stan, I am so sorry. I apologize. I apologize, Stan. Hello, Stan. Oh, I even saw you in the chat, and my brain. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It looks like he will film a 2011 stop motion. I mean, to be fair, I still use this kind of background setup. I mean, I used this background setup. For my K2SO video that I did. It's still a good setup to do, to be completely honest, just if you want something nice and basic. So I thought I'd do it with this. And so yeah, essentially the plan is to just have a look through some of my older sets. Tis, Ben. I'm doing my best here. I'm trying. It might seem like I don't do a good job, but I do try. Oh, shucks, I can't access my study guide. Oh, damn. Well, it happens, unfortunately. So, I've got mainly a couple of figures, but I do also have a couple of sets built up as well. One set I've got built up, two of the sets I've got here next to me I actually built on stream. So, we can have a look at that. I want to film my 2011 time stop motion. I mean, I have an idea of wanting to kind of make a 2007, like 2008 kind of style, like Lego Star Wars, like short, like Clone Wars-y kind of thing. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially because, you know, I own a lot of the sets that came out during that time, so it's kind of like nostalgia bait. It will work. Building wise, I mean, I wasn't planning on building stuff today, but I've got really small sets out that are currently in bits that I can definitely put together. Because what I have got bagged up is the four original battle packs, the Rebel clone droids and Imperial battle packs. I've got them all built up in a bag, so can definitely put those together because they wouldn't take too long. But I just thought I'd just go over just some of the figures and sets and stuff I got. Thought it'd be quite funny. See if any of you guys recognize any of the stuff. I want to buy them, but I'm broke. They are really crazy expensive. I've been going through old Sharpie figures and cleaning the Sharpie up. I was able to recover the old Kashyyyk. The old Kashyyyk clone. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, it's I'll tell you what. Kashyyyk clone. How about we start with that? Essentially, this is the yapping stream where you wanted to build something. Basically. Essentially. I have all the OG battle packs apart from the clone. Oh, you don't have the clone one. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Even Kashyyyk Trooper. How about we start off with him then? Boom. Kashyyyk Trooper. I don't know if this is the one that you meant, Stan, or if you meant the one with like the green markings on, which to be fair, I do have right here. Yeah, this is essentially just going to be a yapping stream. So while showing off a couple of other things. Boom. This guy's print, as you can kind of see around here, he's kind of, the green has kind of faded a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not too bad. I don't know if you can see it, kind of thing. It's not too bad, but it's not great at the same time. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. Ooh, a piece of candy. Piece of candy. Do you have OG Phase 1 clone? I do indeed, because I managed... I mean, actually, well, technically... Hang on a minute. I can show you. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just rearrange some parts here, because it's the exact same torso. And boom, we do. As of very, very recently, I got hold of 2 of these. Well, the helmets. I got hold of the helmets anyway. But yeah, no, the OG Phase 1. Very, very, very nice. And also very, very expensive. These guys, oh boy. If you want to get even just the helmet alone is about it must be like 17, 20 quid. I wish I got them before they became like $20 each. Yeah, no, it's I definitely wish I got a couple more. I'm trying to get hold, and this might sound mental to a lot of people when I say it, but I'm trying to get hold of the gunship where you got 4 of these. And I found a couple on eBay. Like, the only things that were really missing or damaged are the blue super battle droids, but I'm not really that bothered by the super battle droids, to be completely honest. I don't think they're a big deal. They're more of like a collector's kind of thing, more than anything. But they break so easily. My gosh, my goodness, they break so easily. 2002 gunship, that's the one. Yeah, years back I got the 2002 gunship. Sadly, both the super battle droids broke, but one of them were recoverable. That is a shame. To be completely honest with the battle droid. What? Oh, I did. Cool. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just remembering what stuff I got out and what stuff I don't. And I've just got... my room is essentially a mess right now. But yeah, no, it's the battle. To be completely honest, I mean, unless I could get those super battle droids in really good condition, I would probably actually end up just kind of saying I'm just leaving them in the bag, because really all I'd really want is probably the gunship, the clones, and Jedi Bob. I wouldn't really want anything else, really. I'm not really too bothered by the battle droids. Droidica would be nice, though I do have a couple of droidicas, so... The best ones are the animated side. Oh, what, from the actual Clone Wars series? I could get one of those. I could get one of those out if you want to have a look. I got them bagged up. I saw the 22 ATT a couple of years back, and it came with 8 OG Phase 1 clones and 3 decaled OG. Oh! Oh, wow, that's cool. That's really, really cool. You need an OG Snowtrooper in that lineup. You want an OG Snowtrooper? Like, here's the animated clone if you want to see him. I'll put the figures behind here. You want an OG Snowtrooper, do you? Is that a request? An OG Snowtrooper? Probably one of the most cheapest older figures you could probably get hold of, actually, now that I think about it. I'll put the Phase 1 back over here. Actually, if I zoom it out a little bit, I might be able to get more in. There we go. OG Snowtrooper. Boom. I wasn't glad the fact that live action P1s came in a few sets, so you can just pop their helmet the helmets into the new blank bodies and have a very similar version without showing it. Yeah, that's true. Because these torsos, said the torsos of these guys. Oops, maybe put it in an area where you can see. The torsos of these guys are the exact same torsos that come in on the Phase 2 ones. So it's very easy just to swap it. There's a seller on Essie that sells decaled LGB from clothes. So that's cool. That's really cool. To be honest, I'd probably be more happy just kind of getting the plain helmets more than anything. I would say. Not the clone captain and clean him. It'll take a while, so I'll just be chilling for a bit. I mean, you could try. If you're talking about the red captain, I'd say yes, because he's definitely a good one to probably get hold of. I would say... Let's put him there. So yeah, not too bad. And look, cursed animated faces. The animated faces are still so cursed. I'm just gonna let you guys just marvel at this for a little bit. Marvel at the cursed. Oh gosh, what were they thinking? Do I have Commander Cody from the Complete Saga? I can definitely put them together. I need to get the pauldron off of one of my sand troopers. But I got him somewhere. There we go. I can definitely put him up. 1 second. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Taking the blasters off of them for the moment so you guys can see the figures. Get that off my screen. Nope, you have to look at it. You have to watch. You have to look at it while I get Commander Cody up. They're just so cursed. They're all just... Oh my gosh. Where do you even go? Kind of thing. But here is a... Well, I suppose a complete Saga Commander Cody, or just Clone Commander if you want to call him. Not too bad. Hello, Enquarters Mad. I also just realised I didn't actually say hello to Rice Spice. Hello from earlier. I don't know. Only just occurred to me. I'm really not on my stream game today. I'm forgetting to say hello to people. I'm just caught in the yapping right now. I do apologise. I'm usually much better at this, but I'm just off my game, essentially. I am off my game at the moment. The lighting might look a little bit off. Do I have any light up figures? I do, but they don't work. I do have them, but I don't work. I have I think I got Windu and Luminara. Although Luminara is missing her headpiece. Unfortunately. Can't find it. No idea. I've got absolutely no idea where it is, so I don't ask, because it's gone somewhere. It's definitely gone somewhere, so... Oh, tell you what, how about I bring up a good one? Gonk! I bring in my first droid. Hello, Billy Cypher. Bullfig, which one? All of them? Because I do agree, there are definitely some cool ones. Here we have Gonky. Probably spent a bit too much money on this guy, but to be honest, it was kind of worth the money spending on it just to get hold of him. OG Gonk droid, never gets old, I would say. It's just perfect. It is literally just perfect. Gonk! Yes, Lagonk! Bring out the Gonk. Any got tips how to get more animated Phase 1 clones? Bricklink. I don't think they're that expensive, to be completely honest. Not as expensive as these guys, anyway. Bricklink or eBay? Your best bet. What's your favorite Stormtrooper variant from Lego? Probably the ones with these mouths. The ones that I'm wearing on my helmet. Kind of like the, hang on. Like these kind of lined mouth ones. I really like these. Just, I don't know. Might be more nostalgia blinding me, but I just really like them. I like them, and I also just, these ones with like the broken kind of like line mouth bits, they just got like such a blank expression on their face. Like you just don't know what's going on in their heads. Or behind the helmet, I guess. I don't know why, I just love them. I very much like them, so... It's the ones I tend to try and collect whenever I see them. Like to build them up. Well, subject of clones, while we're here, we might as well go through the one Mustache Troopers. That's the one. I believe that's the ones they call them. Yep. I like the mouth ones. Oh my god, I just found my old Count Dooku. I have two of them. One with the actual head and one with some Lego City happy guy with a great beard. What, this Count Dooku? This one by any chance? Because this is the only Count Dooku I own. And he's probably actually the cheapest Count Dooku you can get, I think, as well. Which is probably a surprise to no one. Let's be real. Yeah, it's definitely... I've been going through a bit of a phase of trying to rebuild some of the old... Trying to get the parts together for some of the smaller, older sets. And I'd like to try and get the parts together for the one where you get this one in. He's got like the little sand blue speeder bike or something like that. Can't quite remember. Do I have the OG Stormtrooper with leg printing? I do. I actually have a couple of them. I got the 4. I also have the 4 that I got in the Imperial Inspection. The one that I actually built the other day, if you'd like to check that out. I own the Imperial Inspection set, right, Spice, and I also did get a couple more of the ones with leg printing from Brick Shows. If you'd like to have a look at them, there we go. Here he is. Now, for anyone curious about the difference, I'll tell you what. The difference between this guy and like these ones here is like literally, like it's literally just the legs. The legs are literally the thing that sets them apart. It's obviously what makes them more valuable. Like probably about 15 quid a trooper, I think, for these guys. I said like, technically I have 8 of them. 4 in the Imperial Inspection, and I got 4 from. And I got 4 out of them from different shows because I like the legs. I don't know why. It's a shame that they kind of stopped doing these legs, really. Also, I apologize for the the white balance. I thought should probably turn that off a little bit. 1 second. Let me just see if I can take off the auto white balance. I can indeed. Ooh, that's a bit ugly. Let's fix that. There we go. Is that okay? Does that look good? Not too ugly there. Not too blue. Not too... There we go. That should be alright. Just let me know. Yeah, check out the other streams. Ben needs extra cash. Hey, yeah, well, I mean, I don't get paid for doing these streams. I wish I did, but that would be great. But by all means, check out my Imperial Inspection build stream if you'd like to check that out. Give me those good old watch hours. I have so many OG Star Wars figures, I barely any OG sets. I have the old X-Wing, old Republic gunship, Imperial Inspection, and that's all I can think of. I mean, to be fair, having the Republic gunship, that's basically a holy grail. That's basically a holy grail set, I think, at this point. Vintage as well. It's technically a vintage set. Speaking of the X-Wing, do you guys want to see the X-Wing? Because I've got it built up here if you'd like to have a look. Might have to move the figures to the side a bit. Let me just move these to the side. I can show you an X-Wing. My personal favourite version of the X-Wing. Probably more because of nostalgia and whatnot. Let's move the other way. Let's move it over here. There's got to be 2 of me on screen. Look at my first set. The X-Wing. Boom. Hang on, I'll get the camera up. You can have a look. So this X-Wing here is from... Oops, let me just sort out the focus a minute. Focus. There we go. There we go. So this one is from the X-Wing fighter set that has Yoda's hut. I haven't got the parts back for Yoda's hut yet. I need to do that, and there's also actually a couple of pieces on this that's not the right pieces on it, so I need to get those kind of all back together. But this is honestly probably my favorite rendition of the X-Wing. Whenever I think of like an X-Wing from Lego, this is the set that I think of, you know? It's just I can't tell you why, but it's just nostalgic. Very nostalgic for me. So I can keep the X-Wing there for a little bit. This is a Dagobah X-Wing. Yes, the Dagobah one. It is indeed a Dagobah X-Wing, because I believe they did release another one of these X-Wings, I think, a year or two later. Which essentially is the same. It's the same ship, but I think with just some color differences. I think like this grey part is white, etc. But it's essentially the exact same ship, just with completely different minifigures, of course. Over here a minute. But yeah, no, I don't know. I can't tell you the specific reasons why I like this X-Wing more, but I think it's more nostalgia based. I like it. Like me, a good old X-Wing. A minute, let me get back. Since we got the X-Wing out, you might as well get some Rebel guys out, I suppose. Look, here we go. I got found a torso and helmet into the clone captain. Ooh, nice. Do you have any OG Cloud City figures? Not official. That's fine. One I do have, and it's not an OG Cloud City figure. I mean, it is technically, but it's also not. We've got Mr. Lando Calrissian, but you have the legs now. I was gonna say the clone captain one. It's just generic legs, if I recall, wasn't it? Let's bring that light down there. So this one here, this figure is not an OG one from Cloud City, because he's actually the 20th anniversary. He's actually the 20th anniversary one. So, I mean, still a valuable figure. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It's not like the OG one. He's not an OG. Is that from Janak Toys? No, it's the exact same. It's an official Lego figure. It's just the 20th anniversary Lando, so he's a little bit. So he's obviously got the 20th anniversary printing on his back. I'll show you. Hang on, I'll show you guys again. There we go. So you can see here. So it's the official. So it's an official Lego figure. It's just not the actual Lando. It's not like an original like Lando like print from that set, because that figure would rub the 20 years logo off. Trust. Not so sure. I think that would take too much. I would take too much effort, and it might even damage the torso. So probably won't do that, to be honest. But it's not a big deal. Like his back of his torso is covered. It's covered by the cape anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Hello there, Toilet Punisher 28. That's a very interesting name there, mate. But hello. Hope you're doing all right. Hope all is well. And I suppose if we're going through some Cloud City figures, we might as well have the OG Bespin Guard, which to this day might even still be the best one, because he has arm printing. One of like really early figures that has arm printing, probably next. I would even say probably next to the Cloud City Boba Fett. I don't really know any like older classic figures that actually had arm printing, other than this and Boba Fett. But very surprisingly, these guys aren't worth that much, despite the arm printing. Not as much as I would have thought. Anyway, so it's interesting. It is very, very interesting. How it works, I suppose. Gonna talk about Boba Fett. Might as well bring the boy out himself. Boom! Boba Fett. From the 2006 or 7 Slave one, which I also did a building stream on, if you guys heard it. Oh, whoopsie. I knocked the light over. Sorry! Everything's okay. I just dropped the light. I didn't say hello. Oh, that's true. Well, I guess I've not been doing a lot of things right this stream, to be completely honest, so I'm just going to take the L on that one. I will take the L with grace on that one, so, oh well. is what it is. OG Boba does look nice. And before anyone asks, no, I don't have the OG Django, and I don't think I will ever get him, considering how much he is. Yeah, that... I knew you were going to say... I knew someone was going to say that. Where's OG Django Fett? I don't have him. I don't have the set. And I likely never will get the set, because it's too expensive. It's like Cloud City. It's just too expensive for what it's worth. It's just, nah. Not going to happen. Kind of thing. I mean, if I find it in, like, some kind of like, Kabu sale or something for a decent price, and I might try and get it, but, like, it's probably not gonna happen. Not going to happen, Chief. Unfortunately. Do I have... I suppose I got this guy. Dengar. OG Dengar. The only comes in one set. So I'm very surprised that this guy's not worth more money than he is. That's good. I hope you all have a good rest of your days. Bye. Yeah, thank you, Stan. Thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good one. Take care of yourself. Anyone's wondering about Dengar's head, it's literally just a smiley head. Just a smiley head underneath all that. So that's quite funny. And for anyone who wants more nostalgia from the complete saga, we have Mustache Man. Mustache Man! With his blaster and everything. Excuse me. Having a nice drink. And just for the record, this figure is very easy to build. All you need is a Hoth Trooper and a mustache. So if you did want to try and build this guy, you can do with that. So I'll put him over here. And, right. What else do we have? Ooh. I mean... Because of Hello, there seems to be a bit of a theme right now. Because he's also in the thumbnail. Might as well bring him out. Kenobi! OG Episode 3 Kenobi. Still actually looks really good. Even by, like, today's standards. It's still a really good figure. Cape is a little bit meh. It's a little bit knackered, but... And something I've been trying to do is trying to replace a lot of, like, these old-fashioned capes with like the softer, spongy ones, because they're just better. They're just better. Hello, Fabio. Yeah, Fabio. Hope you're having a good one. How's it going? You looking for some Lego Star Wars nostalgia? Because I got it right here. Some of these figures might be doing. The episode 2 Yellow Face. I unfortunately don't have that one. Though to be fair, this face is probably kind of close to like a flesh tone one. You could probably get a hold of if you did want to do like an episode 2 kind of Obi-Wan with a flesh face. So yeah, no, that definitely works. Definitely works out, I would say. What else do we have here? Blah 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 blah. Oh, this one might surprise people because he's not actually broken and in bits. Episode 3 is classic. Yeah, absolutely. We have OG Chewbacca. OG Chewbacca. And not broken either. Not cracked or broken. He's actually in really good condition considering any of these kind of brown just tends to break and fall apart. Because my goodness, it's not great. I can tell you and show you an example. I also have an OG Wookiee right here as well, and unfortunately, I don't know if you can see. Take my arm away, move the lighting a little bit. I might need to focus. Hang on, let me just readjust the focus a second. You can sort of faintly see the crack on his torso, but that's because it's an old. It's a very old brown. Old reddish browns from like the pre-2008 for some reason. It's just very, very fragile. Very, very fragile. It's a genuine thing with Lego. Don't really know why it's the case, but it's the case. Not great, but it unfortunately is a thing, and it does happen. So I had to be very, very careful with any brown, especially the MTT. If you've got that, if you've got the 2007 MTT, you need to make sure that that doesn't break. Make sure it's kept in relatively decent condition, because that will not go so well. Won't go very well at all. Move you guys behind there. All right, let's move the X-wing a minute. Oh. Okay, well, I got some very. What should I do here? I'll tell you what. One thing I can do. I have to move some of these guys off now, so goodbye, Wookiees. You've had your moment. Move some of these guys off just to make a bit of room. Blah. How about I build a very, 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 very small OG set right here. Pop. Put myself up here. Make sure he looks at you guys. He's judging. He is judging you all. Judging for what? I don't know. Let's have a little look here. So this is a time where Lego did very, very, very small sets. Like, very, very small. Some people might recognize this set, some people might not. People probably don't, actually. I don't know. Do we recognize this final duel set right here? I mean, to be fair, I could probably build this without any instructions, but I'll go for it anyway. It's very weird kind of building this. Building this at this kind of angle. I've never actually done it like this before, so this is interesting. I, for some reason, have two of these very, very, very old officers. I don't know why I have two, but I have two. So, yes. Nope. Well, I can say, and this is probably going to surprise, this might surprise a lot of people, like a lot of Lego fans. But, so this set has a record, only, what is it, like 4 instruction pages? 5? 6, 7. It has 7 instruction, it's 7 pages on this instruction booklet, and that's it. That's it. Technically, it only has one of these officers, but these are the figures. This is essentially the full set right here. So we got Luke, the officer, and the stormtrooper. You know, let's bring him a bit closer for you so you can have a look. Oops. Oh, let's move the camera. Meh. I'll cheat and I'll move the camera instead. So yeah, so this was once upon a time. This was a set. Boom. Which might surprise a lot of people. You're just thinking, what? This set had like, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Like 9 actual like brick pieces. Brick pieces, you know? So it's very... So what, should I recreate this? Should I recreate the scene on the instructions? Wrong-handed blaster, but there we go. That's basically it. The OG droidekas are probably the best Legos made. They were, and I could probably build one actually, because I think I've got it banked up somewhere. I'll get that one out in a minute. But yeah, these little... This was crazy. I don't actually remember how much this set was, but it wasn't... Oh, it must have been like $5.99 or something like that. It can't have been that expensive. I wish Lego would do more things like this, but with these figures now, if this was, say these are the Officer, Luca, and Stormtrooper now, oh, if this was just like an actual set they release now, they've already released it for like 12 or 15 quid. Which is absolutely not worth it at all. Even though this set kind of, if you want to get hold of this set on eBay, it probably goes for roughly £20, I think. I would say very, very roughly. But this goes in par with another one, which is Final Duel 1, which came with this chair. And I don't have the yellow, like, Palpatine figure, but I've got the Imperial Inspection one right here. And I also have Mr. Lord Vader right here as well. So, Final Duel 1 and Final Duel 2. Two very tiny ass sets. I tell you what, I'll get the price up. Because I'm very curious myself to know how much these sets were. It's just crazy. Final Duel. Oops, no, not Final Die. It's not right. Final Duel 2. There we go. Boom, let's have a look. I'll get the OG. Oh, yeah, if you want to get a hold of this set, the cheapest I'm seeing is about 20, is roughly 25 quid. £25, if you will. Not too shabby, not too shabby. No, oh, I wasn't meant to agree to that, but that's fine. Tremendous. Wow, it was even cheaper than I thought. It was $5.99 this set, so I imagine the Final Duel 1 is about the same price. So $5.99 for essentially a small walkway and 3 minifigures. That, my friends, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, I must say. I must say indeed, that is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. But yeah, no, it's Lego will never ever do sets like this again, unfortunately. At least I don't think they will. I'll be very surprised if they release something like these again in the future. But they're definitely not going to be $5.99. I can assure you that much. You get one of these, they'd probably charge a modern version of this for like, what is that, about 15 quid? If you're unlucky, 20. But I'd say they wouldn't do that, but also Lego doesn't exactly have a good track record with some of their sets at the moment, so you know, is what it is. Right. I am going to take this apart quickly and put it back in the bag, so bear with me just 2 seconds. Shall I get out an OG Droideka? I say the best Droideka. You have that Luke Skywalker, nice. You are back, Mr. America 2025. Hello. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I'm quite surprised at how much money this the Luke is worth. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these... I'm surprised at the prices of a lot of these figures, really. A lot of these figures, despite being really, really super basic, some of them are worth a lot of money. I think the only one that hasn't really gone up in price much is probably this Officer. This Officer is not that valuable compared to other Star Wars figures. Again, for like at most a $5. But you won't see many people, I think, charging that much for him. Really, he's a very, very, very cheap set. A very, very cheap figure. Alrighty. Move that out of the way. Move this over here. Move this there. Actually, I want to move that over there. Boom, boom. The Vader. Whoopsie! I dropped Vader on his head. Sorry. I'll give him Palpatine and Vader some spongy cakes. The new Lego Summer 2025 where it says overpriced, I'm gonna call it a wait for a sale wave. Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna do that as well. I find... Yeah, I don't know. Like, none of them are really actually just really very interesting to me. Not just because of the price, but I'm just kind of looking at it. I was like, nothing is really that interesting to me because I have a turbo tank and I have an MTT already, so I just have like no real reason to get those. Even though I'm curious to see the size of the actual MTT set. I'm curious to see it, but I'm also not that bothered. So in this bag here, I have some OG Droidicas. I got two, but I believe they're from a set called Jedi Defense, if I am right. I'll be wrong on that one. I also just don't quite... I got to remember how to put these together because I don't actually have the instructions on me currently. So you're going to have to bear with me. Ooh, some of these bits might be a bit... Looks like some of these... Yeah, some of these droid arms are a little bit knackered, I think. So if I recall... I believe it's like this. No, this is bringing me back nostalgia to when I made the droid animation a few years ago. That's where we linked that. I mean, I want the MTT as it's in Blue Card scheme, which we haven't ever gotten before, but I will not get the turbo tank. It's trash unless it goes to AreaLight. Yeah. Yeah, the turbo tank, I'm not surprised. The turbo tank is crazy. I'm very, very surprised that they've actually gone and given it that kind of price tag. To be honest, it's crazy. Crazy how they've done that, really. There's the gun. The right mixture of like light bluish grey and like just standard grey in this. It's really interesting. Clearly, when I got hold of this, they were just kind of using whatever grey pieces they had for it, which is fair. It works. It definitely works out quite nicely, I think. This way. Oops. I'll try and get more of these arms at some point. We're almost there with this. Turbo tank is not turbo at all. I mean, technically it's a Republic Juggernaut, which I know a certain someone in this chat wasn't too keen on the name of it. So, if you want to get technical, technically it's a Republic Juggernaut. Even though it doesn't even look like much of a Juggernaut either, if I'm being completely honest. It's a shocker. Oh, cool. I think it's like this. Trying to remember how all this works is definitely very interesting. Oops. Not quite in there. There we go. And then it should be like this. I only build one, just to kind of show you. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this bad boy. Let's get the pieces to the side in a minute. Here we have the OG Droidica. It looks, I think in some regards, it's definitely a bit dated now, but also, to be completely honest, it's probably also the best rendition of the Droidica. For various reasons. Hang on, let's put these away. Put these pieces away in here. But yeah, no, the new wave is definitely this. There's nothing really much that's kind of garnered my attention, said even the blue MTT, not really that bothered. But yeah, OG Droidica, look at this bad boy. Now the reason why this is so really quite ingeniously designed, which might surprise, which some people might not actually realize with this, is it can actually be rolled up in its ball form. So if I do this, bring this down like that, bring this down like this, I have to change the legs around to kind of get it up into its form, but it rolls. It does roll, which is quite. Let's say this is just brilliant. Completely ahead of its time. Also very much reminded me of when I did the animation of the Droidica as well. That's just so cool. So cool. Great little feature. Yeah, Lego's falling off so hard, it's just sad. I wish Lego would just calm down the prices and make the minifigures more accurate. I have seen the argument about the clones, Commander Blythes, especially, and I'm just kind of like, I don't think it's a big deal if their print isn't 100%. Like, if you want a 100%. At least your droid rolls, yep. 100%. It's very... As I said, it's just genius. It's a great little play feature. And it just surprises me how none of the newer ones have even got close to this. So while, yes, it's a little bit dated by standards, by probably modern standards, it's still very good. I've also, just for the record, I got a big bag of droids here. In a bag. I keep all the battle droids in one. I keep all the battle droids in one bag, just to make it easier, so if I ever need them, I can just grab them out. Kind of thing. So, yeah, so that's the Droideka. I believe I got this Droideka in one of the Jedi Defense sets, I believe. Can't tell you which one it was. It's the one that came with Obi-Wan, I know that. But I'm not 100%. A very sad how Lego... I wouldn't really blame Lego for the price increases. I think that's more the fault of the global economy. I think it's more licensing more than the actual global economy, because genuine Lego sets is not really usually too bad. It's the Star Wars theme that's been getting quite a big kind of increase in the price, and I think that's what people aren't too happy with. I think for the most part. That time I got a mold to let it roll and be minifig scale. That's true. After inflation, the new turbo tank is the same price as the first turbo. Yeah, no, that's true. That is true, and that's honestly pretty laughable. Very large difference. Very, very large difference. It's crazy. I could actually get two. Do you want me to get like a... And bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I'll get up a picture, because one other reviewer... Inflation, that's what I meant to say. No, it's fine. It's cool. It's alright. One YouTuber... Oh, I can never remember his name. Is it Solid Bricks? Is that his name? But he did a review. He's done a review of the Turbo Tank and MC and all new sets. Definitely, I recommend definitely going to check him out, because it's definitely a good one. Oh, Solid Bricks. Yep, Solid Bricks. That's the one. I'll get you a little size difference here. Bear me just a second. I'm just getting it up. Right, so that can go there. Done. Photos. Let me just move this along. Bear with me. It would just be very... It might surprise some of you. Alright, what I missed. Had a surprise power nap. I'm gonna get up... We've got an OG Droideka here, if you wanted to see him there, Isaac. We're currently talking about... Solid Bricks, that's his name. Ah, right. I'm just getting a picture of all of the turbo tanks that have come out so far, and it's got the original one basically up to scale, basically right next to the newer one, and the size difference is shocking. So bearing in mind, with inflation, as I believe as Worst Hour said, with inflation, this turbo tank that's coming out is the same price as the one that came out, the very first one. Right? So bear that in mind when I get this up. Okay. Oh, I got to, Right, so here we go. So, can you guys see there? I won't have this up for too long, so you can see. So, the turbo tank on the right, on the top picture, the one on the right, this one, actually, let's see if I can, so the one on this side, that's the very first one. That's the very first one, and the one over here, this one, that's the new one. Look at the size difference. Can you see the size difference? That's shocking, isn't it? That is honestly... This has kind of gone round. This has kind of gone down in the years. So from here to here is where it's kind of changed over the years. So this was the first, and the second, the third, and then obviously the one we're getting this year. It's a bit shocking. It's definitely a bit shocking. Yeah, the same short slideshow, whatever. I don't know if it's Instagram or YouTube. I also didn't know if they were. It's from Solid. It's from them. The Solid Bricks. The Solid Bricks one. I believe he did. So yeah, it's not good. And as I said, I'm bearing in mind that with like inflation, that's the same. It's the same price as the first one when that one came out, and that one has got a lot more bang for its buck, shall we say? It's a shocker. It is a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, new one isn't even accurate. I mean, it kind of looks more accurate, but it's just still small. There's two images appear. Oh yeah, no, I know. No, I know. I've seen them. I've seen them. I've seen the videos, West Hour, that went of where those images come from. So don't worry, I know. I know. Oh, actually, who was it who said they wanted to see some of the light up figures? Because I do have. I mean, I got. Speaking of like Turbo Tank light up figures. Here we go. Light up Mace Windu. He doesn't work, unfortunately, and his cape is very, very naff. His cape is very, very naff right now, but you know, it's I kind of wish I got the version that had Windu. I do, Martin, but when I can assure you, Martin, kids aren't gonna buy. They're not gonna be buying that set for that price because it's too expensive. That's the problem. That is the problem. That's from mine. I'm not. You know, I'm well aware of the target audience. Trust me, I'm more than aware of it. But even then, the target audience aren't gonna buy it. just a given. Just staying for the record. Trust me, I don't like to go on rant about prices and things like that, but it's just like it's definitely no, because as I said, I get it. A lot of the play value. I get like the whole play value, like obviously it's of where it's aimed for it. But as I said, I don't think any kid is going to buy it. That's just the problem. That is just the problem with it. It's just too expensive. See you later, America. That Transformers 2, the smallest core class you can get now, cost the same as the Deluxe class several years ago. Yeah, no, it's all inflation and all the same, unfortunately. But yeah, no, that's just the thing with the price. That is just the problem with it really is. Like I said, I get the whole argument of saying as like to tell you no, realize who the target audience is for, and it's like yes, but also it's still expensive for what you're getting, for what you are getting, you know. So that would, as I said, that's my. I definitely can't see anyone buying that set on day one. I'll be very surprised if people buy that on day one, but resellers will probably buy them to sell the figures off, to be completely honest. It wouldn't surprise me. As we go here. Just kind of rambling with all the sets, and here we have OG Anakin. Ironically, the only way you can get this kind of old school Anakin is in one of the Jedi Fighters, but he also comes with like the hello Imperial Films, welcome. Hello. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so he has like the headset piece, and you can't actually get an Anakin figure of like this kind of era OG Anakin without the headset, which is really interesting. What it might have been, or technically you can, but he's a light up one, so I lie. But you can't get like an actual like head, you know, customization-y kind of thing, you know. But yeah. Yeah, ranting. I'll rant over about the prices. Rant over about the price. The question mark was a misclick. Ah, fair enough. Thought you were confused. Like, hello everyone. Like, what are you all doing here? No, I hope you're doing well. We're just kind of going through a lot of building a Lego mod. What should I build? I don't know. Depends what you fancy. I'm building. Star Wars, a city, Django. What are you doing? Assume it's Star Wars if you've come here. With all those Anakin Pigs pilot set. Basically, yeah. Essentially, yeah, because you could get another one in what's it called, the Ultimate Space Battle, where you get Obi-Wan, Anakin's fighter, and like 2 Vulture droids and another droid fighter, and then you get him again in the. But you can get him in like a Mustafar dual one, but he's a light up figure, so technically can't really use him that well, to be honest with you. Hypes for summer sets, MTT and Battle Pack, but the price, man. Yep. Imperial. We were just talking about the prices for the sets, and wait for them to go on sale. Just don't buy the sets day one. Just wait for them to go on sale. Though to be fair, the Battle Pack isn't as badly priced here in the UK. It's still a lot, but it's not as bad as in the States. Because in the States it's $45, and in the UK it's £35. Oh yeah, we just saw how the turbo tank has been shrinking just now. Yep. Yep, I mean, I tell you what, I'll get it back up for you to have a look at if you want Imperial. So, you recognize probably the OG turbo tank, and then OG turbo tank on the right, and the new one on the left. So, where's my finger? So this is the original one, and then obviously it's kind of going down the years, and then this is the new one right here. No bueno. No bueno. But the main thing is they're nice. They are, but as I said, I'd wait for them to go on sale. I would wait for that set to go on sale, because there's no way I'm paying that much full price for it. So it's, yeah, it's a shocker. It's a shocker, I tell you. I would say probably the one set that I think is probably decently priced is probably the V19 Torrent. It's not terribly priced compared to all the other ones. It's actually probably a bit more worth it, I would say personally. That might be the one I might get to build. And probably, this is said. The thing with me, right, is that the MTT and the Turbo Tank, good figures and whatnot, and they're obviously shrunk. But the problem is that I own a Turbo Tank and an MTT, so why would I get another one? Why would I get more? Why would I get other ones? You know, yes, they're different, but why get other ones when you already own them? You know, my opinion. That's just my opinion on it all. There's a lot of battle packs and Bakari helmet accessories from Konami Customs. Ah, very nice. Fair enough. Yeah, I agree. The Torrent is nice, guys. The minifigs and the build is nice. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. The 19 Torrent is a really interesting looking ship. It's just such a funny looking ship. What other? Well, subject of clones, I might as well get the rest of these clones out. I would love the MTT to be as big as the ATTE. I don't think it is. I think from when I saw a review, I think it's actually slightly smaller. If I recall, I might be wrong. Do not quote me, but I think it's smaller. Is that all the other ones? I think. Is that? Did I get? Oh, I didn't actually take the shopkeeper out, did I? Yeah, I'm sorry to say, Imperial, but I'm pretty certain the MTT, this new MTT is smaller than the ATT. Not by much, but it's noticeably smaller. Yeah, I know it's smaller. Ah. Okay. So, here we go. More clones. More of the OG lot. I mean, to be fair, should I just put them all... I'll put all of them together for you guys to see. There we go. So this was the OG lot of clones that you could get hold of during the initial release of them, and like later releases, I think. But to be fair, yeah, actually no, probably only initially because the Shock Trooper came out in the battle pack, didn't it? See you later, Billy. Thank you for stopping by. Only had 2 bits of news today. That's fine. I appreciate you being here. Not a problem, Martin. It's not a problem. But yeah, no, I just rant. I rant more about the prices because it's just like, as a kid growing up, like the sets you were able to get for the good price is you were able to get lots of good stuff. Like I said, like the like these final duel sets, you could get like these really tiny sets for such a good, for like you said, $5.99. You know, and there's like cheapest Star Wars set you can buy these days is like a tenner. What do you think of the ATRT? I think they're going forward with this one, but this one actually needs to be shrinked. I don't know. The ATRT is I mean, they said that battle pack is just overpriced, like no matter what anyone says, really. So it's just kind of like one of those things. No matter how anyone tries to twist it, I guess it's just expensive. News 1 was the air conditioner. News 2 is something you're going to be proud of me for, Ben. Oh, what is this? What is this news 2 that I'll be proud of you for? Tell me. Yeah, so we have all the OG clones here. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I kind of wish I might need to get. I don't know if you can really tell, but oh, you can't really see from there. But this, fortunately, this his helmet is a little bit sun damaged. It's a bit more noticeable from my perspective, but you can't really see it too much from there. But yes, let's just move them along. Crazy. Which one of these guys? Your hint is this. Oh. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh dearie me. Oh my. He became a pirate. It's a pirate's life for me. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. What do I have I can show you? What's it? Yeah, it's overpriced when you compare it to the Grand Battle Pack. I know we got Junior Molds, Pauldron, and Rangefinder, but come on, at least comments would be nice. Yeah, that's just a problem. That's the thing, is it's like it's come out at the same. It's out right next to the other one instead with the grunts, and that's like, well, I mean, for the UK, it's £10 cheaper. Like in the States, it's like $15 cheaper or something crazy like that. So it's just, it's insane. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So here we have OG Shadow Trooper. A very nice figure. So this is one figure I'm surprised is not worth more, because it's very, I mean, I guess it was in a cheap set, but also like you can only get it in 2 sets. So it's just kind of like, it's kind of crazy. Hello, Bee Bandits. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. And if you come for some Lego Star Wars nostalgia by any chance, because we got it right here. We got it right here. Yeah, no, I think the summer set I will likely get hold of is probably the V19. That'll probably be the only set I really get hold of. Because like the other ones, I've just got no interest. MTT Juggernaut, just no. Remember, I recently watched a preview animation to the new Lupin the Third movie on a very good and legitimate site. I have to admit, Martin, what's absolutely hilarious is that I talked all that thing about Crunchyroll. I actually bought like a month subscription from Crunchyroll to watch like a movie I couldn't find anywhere, and the website crashed twice. The player crashed twice. I'm just kind of like, you got to be kidding me. I paid for this and it's crashed twice. It's like, oh my god. It's just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna cancel my subscription now once I finish watching this movie. It's just like, what a joke. Such a joke. Poland, it's let's more €1 is like, oh shoot. Jeez. Crazy. Here, have an OG Grand Moff Tarkin as well. Do I have a clone army? I don't have an army, but I do have a lot of the OG clones because I did army build them back in the day. I did army build them back in the day, so I do have quite a lot of these guys. Quite a lot of these guys. By a lot, I mean like 20. You poor unfortunate soul plays the violin. Yep. Play a sad song on the world's smallest violin, please. Yeah, but that's kind of like my clone army of you. I don't really have many of the modern clones, if any, to be completely honest. I just don't, as I mentioned before, I'm not particularly a big kind of, I'm not really that asked about kind of Clone Wars sets because they're not that interesting to me personally. So I don't have a lot of the new stuff, but I do have a lot of the old ones. The prequel animation is good, by the way. I love the directors takes Lupin back to his roots from the manga. That's pretty cool. The Lupin movies are ones I keep meaning to watch. I just never really get much of it. I haven't really had much of a chance to. Oh, actually, I can show you this other one. I can show you this OG Death Star Protocol droid, which is quite literally. Do I have him here? Say 3PO. Do I have you here somewhere? Oh, I did, but I don't know where you are. Where you be? B3PO? You're hiding somewhere. I don't appreciate it. Where has he gone? He's actually hiding from me, bruh. He's actually just flat out walked. Oh no, here he is. Found him. He is quite literally. If I put Tarkin in the Shadow Trooper back here a minute, like quite literally, it's almost just he's literally boom. There's a completely repaint of C3PO, which I find absolutely hilarious. It's quite funny. I like that. Thank you for giving me a thing to watch while I saw the rest of my bulk. No worries! You're sorting out a bulk? What bulk are you sorting out, B? Curiosity? What are you sorting out? I finally the other day, I was browsing LEGO and heard some parents question why their kid wanted a battle pack instead of a big set. He slowly said, I like army building. That's kind of... But no, it's one that... Yeah, no, it's one of those things that like the kids like to do. I mean, like I said, when I was buying the battle packs that Housey had these guys in. You know, I was buying the battle pack that had these guys in. I think I got like 2 of them in the end because what worked with them back then is that you got the 4 figures, you got some good little builds, and it was cheap. I said the battle pack, the original 2 battle packs, the one with the droids and the clones, I think was $6.99. I'll double check, but I'm pretty certain they were $6.99. So bear that in mind. Bear in mind. $6.99 for the 4 figures and everything. Bear that in mind to the battle packs nowadays that are like £20 to £25. Get more of them, but think about that for a second. Just some parts I got across the years. Ah, cool. Very, very cool. Clone battle pack. I don't remember what year it came out. Was it 2006? Oh, it might have been 2000. Oh, it must have been 2007. Oh, 7655. 7655. Bear with me just 1 second. Oh wow. That's actually not bad. There's some decently priced ones out there. So the Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Very good battle pack. Probably one of the best battle packs. So this set was original retail price. Oh, a little bit more than I thought. It was $8.99 or $10 basically. $10 or £9 for there's 4 figures, 58 pieces. That is, as I said, it's crazy. And that's the thing, that's what made them work. That is what made them work so well, is because you could very easily, you said, £20, you could buy 2 of them. And then you've got a good little small army, you've got like a good little small squad of the troopers, you know? That's what made them, that is what made them so good. But, I just don't do it anymore. What's my favourite clone battle pack? Probably the original. I'm biased, I like the original one. It's just a perfect battle pack, I think. No time was looking at Transformers and the guy told me his son can transform the over $100 figures on his own. Wow. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Gosh, just like, it's just so crazy to me. I'll tell you what, should I think I've got, have I got the OG battle? I do. I've got it in the bag. I've got all of the 4. I mean, I've got them all. I think I said at the start, I've got them all in the bag. I could put together. I could put this one together if you want. For a little laugh, might as well. Already made a mess, so what's a bit more of a mess, you know? All right, Mr. Droidica, let's move you along somewhere. Just a second. Wow. Just gonna move these things along just a second, guys. Bear with me. Make some room. Very, very weird. We kind of building these at this kind of camera angle, but it should be fine. Not too bad. Let's put you over here. There we go. Here we go. So let's have a look at this one, shall we? Like I said, also once in a bunch. I'm not going to build all the battle packs on this one, but I'll build the original one. I'll build, as I said, my favorite one, so you guys can have a look at it. A bit more in person. Blah. There we go. But this battle pack, I'd say I'm biased. I think this one is probably the best one. I'm very, very biased. As I said, you get these 4 figures. Unfortunately, oh, this guy's got a very sun damaged arm. I will have to fix that. I think this guy, he's got a bit of a sun damaged arm, but that's okay. My goodness, this set, man. Wowzers. Wowzers. Here. So just gonna move these over here a minute so I can see the instructions. Then you have to fix that one. I have to fix that at some point, I think. Just have to sort out the arm. That's it. There's not a lot of pieces in here. But the build was actually the builds in this were actually really, really good. They really did make use of like that price, and for the price of the figures and the builds, they really made the most of it. I'd say this will be quick little. This will be a very, very quick build. Very, very, very quick. What do you think of the Lego Masters the show? I've been recently binging it. I haven't actually watched it, so I can't say what my opinion is on that because I haven't really been watching it. And to be honest, there we go. We've got the guy in his blaster turret there. And oh, this is meant to be white. Might have to sort that one out. That's the one problem with some of these sets, is that I think I just grabbed. I think I was just grabbing random pieces that weren't quite the right ones, but they were like similar, but didn't really make much of a difference to the actual final look of it all. I used to watch it and Channel 4 stopped distributing it here. Oh, Channel 4 distributed it before? Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Generally had no idea. That's news to me. I feel like if I had known that, I probably would have been watching it. I'm being completely honest, but no idea. Completely and utterly news to me. So that goes on to there. And this goes on to this bit here. Pops on there. As I said, very, very quick build. All you really want, to be honest, you never want to get right into playing around a bit. At least the kids, I imagine, would really want to kind of just crack on. So that bit looks a bit cracked, actually, so I might need to actually bear that one in mind. Alright, cool, that goes there, and then the blaster goes onto there. It goes here, and these. Oops. Bear with me. Well, it started off as a British show, then in America, folks did a US show, and it was immediately better. Ah. Fair enough. Was not quite aware of that one, but fair enough. And there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Seat the figures. I'll seat the figures down onto here. So yeah. So this right here is the OG battle pack. Essentially, spare blaster and other things. Well, not spare, but you know, wowzers. That was a very good wave as well. That was a pretty good wave of LEGO Star Wars during that 2007 period. So yeah, so this is essentially what $8.99 would have got you in the past before. It's not common for America to copy us and then make it look better. That is true. Very true. Just wasn't aware of it. So I said, so this is what it would have gotten you. So it said speeder, a nice speeder, a turret, 4 figures. And also this set is also a bit of a bonus nostalgia, because it's also the very first set that came with the modern like LEGO blasters that we know and love. So bring me back in. Hello. I'm gonna sit here and just look at you menacingly. But so it's like this is really all LEGO needs to do, and it doesn't need to be that expensive. This is what's crazy, but licensing, among other things as well, it's just like, yeah, can't really help it. Cannot be helped, unfortunately. But yeah, no, this was the battle pack. This was definitely the best battle pack you could probably get hold of, I think. Probably next to, I mean, all of the ones, the OG 4 ones were definitely the best 4 packs you could get. There was just no... no, it's just one of those things. LEGO so kind in giving us molded blasters. I mean, what would you prefer? What would you prefer be? What would you prefer be? The microphone blasters that we had for a while, or the molded ones, you know? Or the molded ones. Microphone or the old ones. Take your pick. The microphone blasters certainly have, as I said, nostalgia to it, but I think they done a good job with these molded blasters, so it definitely works very well. And if you want to add a little bit more, you can have these good old custom blasters. Molded, yeah, no, molded are definitely the way to go, I think. It's just funny. The blasters, I don't know, it's funny seeing those blasters when you play the complete saga during that time, so it's, yeah, no, it's fun. It's interesting. They certainly won't do. I don't know. I don't think they'll ever do sets like these again. Unfortunately, not for this generous pricing for what you get here. Because this, if they did this these days, it would cost 15 quid easy. And 15, yeah, wouldn't really feel it. 10 at most, but there's no way. There's no way Lego would only charge it these days. Charge a tenner to get 4 figures. So, unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. Hang on a second. Sorry, excuse me. Scratching a nose, a nose on my itch, an itch on my nose. I tell you what's actually quite cool is looking back on these old instructions and seeing the sets that were available during this wave. Like, oh, that landing craft was a great set. I've got that in a box somewhere. I think I know I've got it somewhere. I don't know where, but it is somewhere. I know that for a certain. But what a good wave. I don't know. It's just such a good one. Got much more bigger inside of it all there. They will truly never do Lego Star Wars like they did before, and it's such a damn. Hey, there's my landing craft. Oh, you have the landing craft as well, do you? Good set. Very good set. Maybe we should dig down and build that. Are we kind of quite interested? Are we kind of interesting to put that set up next to the Imperial shuttle that you get? Well, the Imperial shuttle you got in the Imperial inspection, just to compare the sizes of it. There was quite a big gap between the shuttle. Although I suppose it's just the UCS one actually when I think about it. Yeah, landing craft is definitely a good one. I'll tell you what. Can't have OG without having some of the OG astromech droids. Look at the boys. The red, blue, and red boys. Look at these guys. Not crazy. This one, I don't know what it is, but this red one has been popping up a lot recently, and it just seems to be really a lot of money. And I don't know why, because he wasn't a very uncommon figure to... It wasn't a very uncommon droid to get, shall we say. But he's some reason he's worth a lot. I mean, this guy only came in one set. Okay, this one came in the... Oh, it's the... It came in the Republic Cred Cruiser, the one that you like, Isaac, the one that you said you've liked before. I think it's just called Republic Cruiser. Actually, now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, I think that's just what it's called, Republic Cruiser. That's where you get this guy. But I was able to find him for a relatively cheap price on Bricklink, which is kind of surprising. I like 3 vintage soldier Star Wars figures. I inherited some from my cousins, but it's really sad because Lego is selling stuff for $45 now. To be honest, as I said, I've kind of been looking to collect more vintagey kind of stuff, to be honest, because with the pricing I sell Lego Star Wars stuff now, I'm just kind of like, I think I'd rather just try and buy some of the more vintage stuff. I'm more interested in the vintage stuff now nowadays, like the ones that I never got hold of. But maybe I'm just, as I said, maybe I am just blinded by nostalgia for the most part, but I'm also just kind of like, it makes me happy, and I like the old stuff, so why not, you know? There's just no such thing as OG. There is no better thing other than OG Lego Star Wars, I find. It's interesting. And I suppose if we've got the droids... Oh, let's move them back just a little bit. Radiant 7? Oh, is that what the name of the ship actually is? That red cruiser? Is that actually the name of it? I did not know that. Didn't know that at all. It's news to me. But another one. OG Rebel pilots. Specifically Luke. I was inventing a new battle pack in August, by the way. Oh, no, I know. No, I know. I did have an idea. When I saw $45, I did kind of assume that. Ugh, that battle pack, man. It's a shocker. It is a shocker. I don't know what it is with these pilots. Like, I like the new pilots with like the molded legs and everything, but for some reason, as I said, there is something really cool about just the real basic versions of the pilots. I don't know, something about them. I have basically like a Wedge Antilles here as well, so Wedge Antilles with a modern head. Is there really much more I can add on to this? I don't think there's really much that I haven't already shown. I suppose if we're on the subject of pilots, might as well. Whoopsie daisy. Red pilot went flying, he fell. Not an OG head where he basically just has a smiling head, this guy, so this guy has a smiley head. Don't have his helmet, but I've got them somewhere. I have them somewhere, I just don't know where. Because my collection is big. Big old collection. That's it, there's something just really cool about these, something simple about the pilots. I don't know what it is. Just color. I guess it's because they're colourful compared to like other figures, obviously in like the Imperial. Compared to the Empire ones, they're very, very colourful. And the pilots are quite nice. Definitely does make me happy seeing all this old stuff for sure. According to Wikipedia, it's a Consular class light cruiser. The one in Phantom Menace is named Radiant 7. Oh, Consular class light cruiser. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That name definitely does make sense for it. I've never known that. I've only ever referred to it as Republic Cruiser, so that's news to me. And here we have, well, I think I've shown this figure off before, but I made like a custom, like, Cloud City Luke OG one, but it's custom. The legs and everything aren't the exact ones from the Cloud City set. Oh, you have the very first X-Wing. That's cool. That's a good one. That's a very good one. That's one of the first sets ever released, I think. 1999. Yeah, no, that would have been it. Dang. That's an oldie. That's definitely an oldie one. Good one. A good one, though. My goodness. There's just so much. Pick this camera up and just show you, like, look at all these figures, man. Oh, look at them. So just Google episode 1 ship, and it's one of the first ones. I mean, to be fair, it definitely had quite a notable scene of it getting blown up in like the first 5 minutes of the film. So I guess it's definitely up there, I suppose. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, there's not really much more figures to really show, to be honest with you. I think I've shown a lot of them. I mean, I have an OG. Anyone interested in the OG Tusken Raiders? Oh, we have all the printed parts. That's also another thing as well. Lego makes all these expensive sets, but they still they give them a ton of stickers and no printed pieces. You're just kind of like, If I'm paying a little bit more money, printed parts would be nice, but as I said, not the target audience at the end of the day, so it's whatever. I can definitely assure you as a child, I would have preferred printed parts over stickers any day of the week. For sure. Yeah. Now I think at this point it's suppose at this point I can just ramble. I can just ramble a little bit. Oh, ramble. Yeah, but you're gonna get something to it. Yeah, no worries, Isaac. It's all good. I think I'll just ramble for a little bit. I got another. I said I got a vintage set arriving. I think over the next couple of days, which I'll probably build during the week. Be quite a fun one to do, I reckon. Got a couple of box stuff. Got the Star Wars sign that I still need to build, and I've also got the Simpsons house that I need to build as well at some point. Don't know where I'm going to put it, but it'll go somewhere. I'll find somewhere for it. I just don't know where. Oh my gosh, it's inner child is just coming out, seeing all this old stuff that I've just pulled out. I am such an old man. Such an old man, I tell you. But yeah, it's... As I think I am like half blinded by nostalgia, I think, for a lot of this stuff. But also it's, in a sense, because Lego Star Wars like to re-release a lot of like stuff, you know, lots of X-Wings, lots of TIE Fighters, things like that. It's just kind of like, when you have one, do you really need to get the others? And the answer is no. Not really. You don't really need to get them all. So I don't. I just don't. So a lot of the time, as I said, I kind of look at getting more vintagey, more of the vintage stuff now. That's just more interesting. More interesting to me personally. I don't know really. I definitely think it would be a fun idea to get to build back up some of the old stuff and to use them in an animation, I reckon. I think that could definitely be a lot of fun. Just need to write up an idea for it. And I've also got to finish other projects. Good to speak. I've got like 2 projects. One that's in the that's kind of been in the middle of animating, and I got an idea for a short as well that I might try and do tomorrow. I try and get that out for tomorrow, I reckon. Oops. Put him down with all the droids. Boom. Donkey boy. Really need to kind of get back into the whole animation frame of mind as well. I've really kind of... I don't want to say I've been lazy, but I've kind of just been a little bit not felt the what's the word? I haven't had the influence to do it. I've not been inspired. That's the word. Jesus Christ, influence, inspired. Similar words, I suppose. They're similar meaning, but I've not really had that inspiration kind of come to me for animation at late. So hence why the lack of them. But I'm trying. There's lots going on in life right now. I only sort it parts, color, category, part type, or not at all. Typically by color and like the part types, because I think examples, like I typically keep them in colors. But for how I kind of separate out, like the same colored ones, I'd put like a box of like the small parts, like one by ones, 1x2s, kind of in one. And any like bigger like molded pieces, I'd put in one kind of thing. Flat plates, I'd put in one. I separate it out by like certain parts, like that, and color. Essentially, it just depends how much color I've got of certain parts as well, because there are some colors I just don't have a lot of at all, so I just kind of throw them all in one small box. Because funny enough, I don't have a lot of purple/pink parts, so they're all in one box. It's the green pilot guy with the hair and A-wing pilot. Yes, so he is the original like rendition of the A-wing pilot. I don't have his helmet, unfortunately, but I need to get hold of it. Also, hello, Eggrod, as well. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm just kind of rambling as it was, because it reminds me of the one in the Battle of Endor. The palette vendor? Oh, what? The Home 1? Is it the Home 1 set? The one that has like the A-Wing and like the little Rebel Command Center kind of thing? Is that the one you're talking about? Because this one is in that. He obviously just has he has like a similar helmet to this guy, to the B-Wing pilot, but the printing is actually but the printing is a little bit different. I need to try and find the pilot for that. You have the green guy, nice. Yeah, no, he does look pretty. As I said, the pilots, I think it's because they're quite colorful, but I think the rebel pilots themselves look, even though, as I said, they do, like, these guys, like, some of these guys are like 20 years old. Like, they're vintage now, guys. Vintage rebel pilots. But even though they're so old, there's something like just nice about that simplicity. I think it's because they're just so colorful. Don't know if I meant the movie scene where he crashes into the superstar. Oh, right. Oh, right. Sorry, yes. No, I get what you mean. I thought you were talking about the actual set. My bad. My bad. Sorry, but yes, it is an A-Wing pilot that goes crashing into the Star Destroyer. Yes, it is. Yes, that's definitely him. So it would have been like, I just realized as well, his hair is probably actually quite accurate to the actual pilot. To the pilot as well, I think. I think he's actually kind of half accurate, which is quite funny. Intensify forward fire power. Too late. Oh, so iconic, so funny. So iconic and so random, but quite funny as well. But yes, that is where that one is from. As it kind of just rambling at the moment in time for those kind of coming in, doing a little older of a ramble about certain bits and bobs. So if there's certain figures you guys want to see, like, do let me know. Like, if there's any in the back, if there's like any of these ones in the back, if you want to see like a close up of, if you want. I don't really like. I can get them out if you want. I kind of was doing a lot of them. Sun damage piece. No, I do. A lot of the pieces that are sun damaged that I have are probably some of my OG clones, like their arms, their helmets, the torsos are a little bit off, unfortunately. But I wasn't wise enough as a kid to keep a lot of my parts out of the sun. Sorry, I hide lots of stuff out the sun. Instead, I hide my X-Wing out the sun, definitely. Don't want that poor boy to get sun damaged at all. The poor boy, he needs to stay out of the sun. For sure. Julia Rebel Hero, that pilot. That rebel pilot is also an I. He certainly is. He certainly is. My goodness. I still I think Isaac and a couple of the other people know about this, but I still low-key kind of want to get hold of the original Sandcrawler. Just like, it's so expensive. It's so cool, but so expensive. This is the price I pay for wanting to collect more of the vintage sets nowadays. Oh man. Vintage Lego Star Wars, just so expensive. But I can set up a lot of modern stuff that I have. If I want to. It's always good. Gosh, it's just so crazy. The price of just a lot of this stuff, because it's when I think about the value of like everything, like the value of all the stuff that you see here, like all these figures, I would say probably in total would probably come. If I had to give an estimate, I would say the value of all these figures probably comes to about probably over 400 quid. Maybe 300, maybe 400 is probably pushing it, but as I said, a lot of these guys, like these kind of original clones, they're a tenner now for like. If you want to get them kind of brand new, they're gonna cost you a tenner. Gong Droid here is about 40. He's about 20. He's 12. Oops, you can't see this. Around 600? 600, you reckon? You reckon 600? I kind of thought it might have been a bit cheaper. I kind of thought it might have been a little bit less than that. But maybe maybe I was too kind of the price. 600 could be, to be fair. Because I suppose this fella's worth probably a lot more than I realized. I think the Trooper. Oh, such a cool figure. Yeah, 600 maybe. Like if some of this was all brand new. And I said, oh, I forget as well. Palpatine. This Palpatine is like 50 or 60 on his own as well. Yeah, no. Now that I think about it, it's probably about that much. Damn. That is a lot of money. That is a lot. Nostalgia. There is nothing like the old, as they say. Certainly nothing like the old. I have to see how it goes. We need those Bricklink scavengers. I can check. I mean, I know the general price for a lot of them. I know that this guy here is probably the most expensive figure that I own currently. Because brand new, he goes for about, he's like £90, 90. Probably more now that I think about it. These clones, these green ones, are 50. Or between 40 and 50. It said Gonki is about, this Gong droid's about £40. This droid here is about 20. Palpatine's 50. These Phase 1 clones are 20. It's, yeah, no, it probably adds up to that. It's crazy. The value of the old is truly remarkable. Truly remarkable, ladies and gentlemen. Unless there's anything more you guys want to see, I could probably start wrapping this stream up in a little bit. Those green ones are expensive. Yeah, these guys are like 50. These guys are 50 easy. There's someone I did. What's kind of hilarious is that you can find these figures, these guys, you can find them on eBay between, depending on their condition, between maybe 38 and £50. I would say someone on Bricklink was trying to sell just the torso, so just the body, just this torso. Someone was trying to sell that for £45, and it wasn't even in good condition either, because he said it was a bit sun damaged. And it's just kind of like, you're trying to sell the torso for 45 when you can buy the whole figure for 50. It's like, You know, it occurred to me that while my old Lego are in storage, that storage is in a hot location. Some plastic bins have broken. Hope the Lego and Warhammer minis are doing better. Ooh, yeah, you might want to check that. Definitely might want to have a look at that at some point. Are you going to do the community thing where people can do posts? What do you mean by people can do posts? Because I do community posts. I try to do like a poll thing, kind of like every Sunday. It's like a little fun little thing to interact. I did post one this morning. If you wanted to check that out, but you might have already seen it. To be fair. But yeah, no. In heat locations, you definitely want to probably find that, especially if you want to keep some of them in relatively good condition. I'm of the opinion, but you know, you do you. You do you on that one for sure. But yeah, no, some people on Bricklink confuse me with the prices that they charge for parts and figures kind of thing. But so like, if they were selling like this torso or the helmet, like the helmet on their own for say 20 on their own, then yeah, I can understand that. But 40? Not really. Because it said you can buy that figure for the 45 quid. They're referring to the community feature. It lets us post stuff. Oh, does it? Oh, I wasn't aware. That must be a new thing. Is it a thing where people can do posts? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't aware that was a thing, to be completely honest. That's news to me. I mean, maybe if I figure it out, then perhaps I can definitely do that. Could be interesting. Could definitely be an interesting one to do. Let's bring it back. What's your opinion on mini dolls? Meh. I don't buy the sets that they're in, like the Friends stuff. So it's just a meh. They just get a meh from me. I don't care for them, but I know. But they're not terrible either. So they get a meh from me. Wouldn't buy them, but I'm not that bothered by them. You would love them or hate them. And then there's me saying they're just meh. I don't think they're terrible. I just find it funny that they have droid legs, but they can't move their legs. So that's the thing that I find funny. Funny about them, to be completely honest. Yeah, just meh. Yeah, meh is a good one, to be honest. Meh's fair. Meh is fair. Maybe after you get your new channel up, you can look into it. Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, I might look more into that. I wasn't aware. I know the communities can post clips from streams. They can post like their own. You can do like your own clips, which I think some people have done before. On my channel, which is quite funny. What are mini dolls? Mini dolls, they're basically figures. They come in like, I don't know if you know the Friends Lego theme. If you've seen those guys, they're really kind of quite weird looking, actually, to be honest as well. I can get a picture of Marble, unless you want to give them a Google. Isaac. But you'll probably recognize them when you see them. Lego dolls. Yeah, they just kind of look weird to me. I'm not. Yeah, I guess the thing is with them is that they're less blocky and more stylized. So it's just they're just more stylized and less blocky than the actual Lego. Yeah, essentially. Oh no, Lego's answer to having dedicated girls section. I mean, basically, yeah. It's, let's say, they're not terrible. I don't think they're terrible by any means. I think some of them look really good, to be fair. They're just, as I said, the Friends theme is obviously, it's not my target. It's obviously not a target audience for like me and whatnot. So I'm not really that bothered by myself. Though, yeah, no, exactly. It's just not that. I'm just really not that bothered by them particularly. As I said, so they're just meh. They're not terrible, but not something I would go and get hold of, you know. 2 to 4 pounds of Lego sold. Blimey, that's a lot. Blimey, alrighty. That is a lot. Fair enough. Wowzers. Oh, we've actually nearly reached the 2-hour mark. The yapping strikes again. Yapping of hand counts. Maybe I should do more of these. But to be fair, I kind of do a lot of them anyway, so... I don't know. I'm trying to think of like more interesting like streams to do, kind of more Lego-y kind of themed. Obviously, apart from the building stuff that I do and the animation ones that I do as well. It used to be 40. So, oh wow, no, you've done a good job of that. Fair play, B. Fair play. Damn. Fair play indeed. I had the first Y-wing set with the TIE Fighter. Really good. Oh god, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Good. Very nice. That's basically a holy grail as well. I think that is I think that's actually the first Lego Star Wars set that was released, if I recall. Well, like part of the first wave of stuff. I think. So that's definitely a good, that's an oldie. That's definitely a good nostalgic one to have. Fair play, Miss Eggrod. Fair play. Good one indeed. Blimey. In box, but not sealed. I mean, if you got, I mean, to be fair, if you've got the box and the instructions, if you got on the box and instructions, that's pretty neat in itself, to be honest. One thing I like about the mini dolls is there's one character that's an amputee missing an arm. Yeah. No, they do a pretty good job of that. So that's quite good. The dad gave it to me. Damn. Yeah, it's good. That's a good set. That's a very good set. Fair play. Fair play to you on that one. The first rendition of the Y-Wing, I think, is a little bit like I like early versions of ships, but that Y-Wing is a little bit too. It's not. I don't think it's 100% great. If I'm being completely honest, the one that was on the one that's on this instruction bit here, that one. I think that's probably one of my favorite renditions of the Y-Wing, I reckon. I don't have it, unfortunately, but that's the one I would probably look to get if I wanted to get a Y-Wing. The Rogue One Y-Wing was pretty cool. I would say if I was getting like older Y-Wings, that'll probably be the one I tried to aim for. I think it's a pretty good one. Welcome back, Solo Studio. We're just kind of yapping now. I found a 2x4 tile that just says New York. Oh. Must have been in like some kind of New York kind of display set, maybe? At least I'm going to take a wild guess that that's what that's from. Something like that would usually have probably been in either somewhere you can in a store where you can only get in New York, or it's like some kind of New York display thing, if I am to recall. Get the P1 cursed face back. Okay. I know my moderator's gonna love it. You want to have that? You want the cursed face back? I'll give you the cursed face. I'll give it to you. There we go. In all its glory. I tell you what, I'm even going to focus it for you. Look at that. Look at that. In all the horror and glory. Oh god, that's for goodness sake. It's funny because they're not even the worst ones, which is what's hilarious. Anakin's face is worse. When I think about them now, I was just like, oh my god, they're all actually just bad. Dooku's one is bad. Obi-Wan's isn't great. Anakin's is just, yeah, it's not good. Hey, I did say if people wanted to see figures, they can request it. They request them, so that's what I have to do. I had like 2 of those clones. I missed them. Oh, really? Dang. I think I only have 2. Because I think I've only got... Because I have the ATTE that came with Rex, and I have the Spider Droid that came with Fox. So they both came with an extra one of those clones. Those Phase 1 clones, so that's where I have those from. Which is quite good. I've got those all bagged up as well. I actually don't own a Padme figure, which is kind of surprising. It's actually kind of surprising. I don't actually own a Padme minifigure. I've never gotten a set that has Padme in it. Because they just don't release many. They don't release many sets of Padme with Padme. Because for some reason, they just don't like to do Attack of the Clone sets, even though they can do a lot with that thing. But they don't. They just choose not to, for whatever reason. But yeah, no, Padme's like one of the only, I think, few named characters that I don't have. Padme is more cursed. Oh, you're referring to the Padme clone Wars figure. Yeah, I've seen it. There you go. Please make more Phase 1 clones. I mean, to be fair, you're getting a Phase 1 pilot in the V19 Torrent that's coming out in the summer. To be fair. So there is that. But no, I must admit, the actual Phase 1, not the Clone Wars one, but the actual one that they've been using recent, like in more recent stuff. Hang on, let me see if I can get one out here. These ones, I actually really like these. I actually really like these ones. It's just very, it's accurate, and it actually looks really nice as well. I like them. I think they look pretty good, if I do say so myself. Especially with the captain as well. I'm broke. I can't afford Lego sets. I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people are going to be broke trying to get hold of the ones coming out in the summer. Yeah, no, I feel that. Fortunately, all the money that I pretty much spend most of my money on the Lego-y stuff because it's my hobby. It's what I like to do. So that's where most of my paycheck usually goes. So, but I'm happy, as Mr. Tom from Tom and Jerry likes to go. Helmet for sure looks better than the face. Well, I'll tell you what I can actually do, if you like, I can get hold of what the clones. Oops, his hand fell out. Let his hand fall out. I can get hold of. I'll bring you what the clones faces actually look like now, if you'd like to see them. So this is what they look like now. A little bit less cursed. A little bit less cursed now. Well, now, like, again, as always, I'm starting to think that this isn't a coincidence anymore. That's fine. It's fine. But hello, Christian. I hope you're doing well. I hope all is good. How many clones do I have? I've honestly got no idea because I've got like I got a lot of OGs. I got like a couple of different Phase 1s, different Phase 2s. I got a couple. I got quite a few, to be fair. I couldn't give you a number, to be completely honest. Can we clip your laugh? I mean, by all means, if you want. I don't think my laugh is that impressive. or amusing, but by all means, if you want to clip my laugh, go for it. Go for it. So yeah, I would say this guy is a little bit less cursed than this one. There we go. To make my moderator happy, I'm going to cover up his face now. Hasn't been the best match. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. Got Avery face. Oh, damn. Damn, that's quite a lot. Don't do my boy curse like that. Well, can't help it. It's actually kind of bizarre because like these kind of new like the clone figures. I think it looks better with a Phase 1 helmet than a Phase 2. Maybe I'm weird, but I think this new figure, I think looks better with a Phase 1 helmet. It looks better with a Phase 1 more than a Phase 2 personally. I had to put down a 19-year-old cat 4 days ago, but I was like, oh, bless. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Oh, bless. 19 years old, though. Lived a good, long life. Oh, bless. Rest in peace. I have 3 clones that was 700 euros. What? I don't think I know any clones that are that expensive. Other than maybe like the Wolfpack, those Wolfpack triggers. I didn't think they were that expensive. Holy shoot. Anyway, what's the stream all about? I've just been kind of yapping and kind of yapping about the old nostalgic Lego sets, to be honest. That's kind of what I've been doing. That's all that this stream's really been. Looking at all the stuff. I mean, like the Shadow Off Trooper, yeah. That's quite a lot, I suppose. Didn't think about him. I forget about him. Like 200 300 pop, depending on sealed vehicle. Yes, I think it's about that much. It'll be quite hard to find one of those For cheaper than probably the 200 mark, I reckon. I would say so. But yeah, Christian, that's all we basically been doing. So like, if you've got any if you've got any figures that you want to see, I can definitely get them out for you if you'd like to. Instead, I've got got these ones. And if you want, if there's anything you'd like to have a look at. Captain Rex was 500 euros in the Arc Troop. Captain Rex is that much? Oh, what, the Phase 2 one? I didn't think it was worth that much. Maybe his price has gone up, I don't know. I didn't think it was. Oh, the Arc Troop was in the Battle Pack. Yeah, yeah, it came with like commando droids as well, if I recall. If I recall. I don't think it was that expensive though. I mean, I might be wrong. 500 for OG Phase 2 Rex Chris. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 500 seems a bit much for that. Like, I didn't even think, like, he was barely worth over like 100 for the most part. But 500? It's a bit crazy, if you ask me. Prices for clones are crazy, dude. Clones have crazy asking prices, I tell you. It's very interesting. I don't really know this much more. I looked it up. It was 500 euros at one point. Holy shoot! Damn. That is kind of great. That is pretty crazy, Chief. I won't lie. That is a lot of money. Highest price in the US market is 320 euros when converted. Oh shoot! I guess because he is unique, he's not an exact like where'd you go? Gotta go and get some snacks real quick. No worries, Christian. I'm probably gonna wrap it up in like the next 10 minutes or so. Because I've been streaming for about 2 hours and I've been speaking for 2 hours, so I should probably rest my voice a little bit. So I can kind of, I mean, I can chat a bit longer. It's not a problem. If you guys want to talk a bit more, I can do. It's not a problem. It was in the past. Oh yeah, no, in the past. I thought Solo, when you were mentioning the price, I thought you meant that it was that's how much it was going for now, and I'm just kind of like, really? Now? Would have surprised me. Oh, he's reaching the bottom of the bin. Nice. He's got to the bottom of the bin during this time of the stream. That's pretty good. Nope, nothing interesting now on that one. Got a 3,000 euro box for 200. Oh shoot! I should really go and have a look in like charity shops and things to see what I can find, because you never know. I suppose you never know what stuff you can find in those kind of shops, especially at car booth sales as well. Something to consider, definitely for sure. And I'm going to a show at the end of the month, so that's going to be pretty bad for my wallet. That will be bad, so I might need to kind of hold on to some money during that during that period. So there might not be any building streams. So 12-year-old said I'm dumb because I said my most expensive figure is 12 euros. What? Yeah. Well, here's what it is. How much do the OG windows go for? OG windows. OG windows? Parts, probably not that much, to be completely honest. Like old Lego parts, unless they're like a unique kind of mold, I would say, or unique color. I don't think they're really worth that much. Oh, right, my bad. Older parts aren't really worth that much, unless they're really unique. To my knowledge, I don't really know. I'm not 100%. I'm trying to build a core Vanguard gunship into a helicopter right now. Not going well. Well, I wish you luck. Oh, Coruscant Guard. It'd be very interesting. It'd be a very interesting conversion trying to turn that into a helicopter. I mean, check it out. I mean, I don't quite know what the window is. I'm assuming it's like the window part that kind of like opens on like one side, kind of like an actual door. I presume that's the window you're talking about. I could be wrong. As far as I'm aware, those kind of parts, I don't think they're that expensive. But again, I don't know. I don't usually look at the price of parts. I could tell you the price of minifigures, but probably not the price of parts. Because there are some parts that are expensive because they only appeared in like 2 sets on that certain thing. And like a certain colour of those ones are worth like £30 because I said it was only in 1 set and usually the 1 set is very expensive. How many clones animated style I hope I only have 2. Well, technically 4 if you include Fox and Rex, but they're good. I mean, they're in the bag, so. No, small window, no shutter. Oh, the ones have the shutters, but with the ones have the shutters, they don't have the shutters themselves. Then yeah, probably not much. Those windows, probably not much, I don't think. Probably more than like standard windows and parts, but I don't think they're that expensive. The windshields on it remind me of a Russian helicopter, and I have a fix on it now. Oh, yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, I can see that. I don't quite know how you'd convert it. I don't quite know how you would convert it, but I can definitely see the looks of it of like a Russian one, for sure, which is quite interesting. Really gotta get hold of my. Really gotta try and get hold of myself hold of a gunship. I still want to try. I reckon I'm gonna have a look and see if I can try and get hold of a 2002 gunship. I would really like to be honest. I think it's definitely. I would say it's a dream set. Well, probably a dream childhood set that I never knew was actually a thing until discovering it. Like 5 years after it came out. It would be a cool one, I reckon. Yeah, we're gonna grab a snack. That's fine. To be honest, I might wrap it up in the next couple of minutes. Alright, Max, sorry for taking a while. Yeah, no worries. It's all good. As I said, I might be wrapping it up soonish because there's nothing really much more for me to really talk about or show. Unless people's got any requests for figures, etc., then I can just probably start wrapping up. Well, there's a healthy amount of animated style clones to own. I mean, I don't know. Lots of people were army building those guys when those battle packs coming out. So to be honest, people might not have a lot. They might only have, like, say with me, 2. Some people might have hundreds. It depends. Because you get 3 in a battle pack at one point. Not 4, to include the gunner guy, if you will. I'm pretty certain they had like 3. I'm pretty certain they had like 3 original ones. Phase 1 Rex. You want to see Phase 1 Rex? I can give you Phase 1 Rex. This one also has a bit of a curved head as well, so I might go with that just to annoy my moderator. Yeah, I won't. So here is Phase 1 Rex. Boom. Phase 1 animated Rex. Does he have his actual head? Yeah, he does. He does. Boom. I'll leave that there for you guys to marvel at. I'll tell you what, while I'm here as well, I might as well get Fox out as well. While I am here, I will show you Fox. The man, the myth, the legend, Mustache Man. Yeah, Mustache Man is at the back. I'll bring him to the front for you to see. Mustache Man. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, his head's just the exact same. The fox one is actually really good. I really do like the fox helmet. I think because red was my favorite color, fox was probably one of my favorite. Was one of my figures to have, I think, to get a hold of. Rare figure as well. He's quite expensive, if I remember correctly. I mean, to be fair, so is the Phase 1 Rex, such a Chad. Yeah, we all like I think every LEGO Star Wars fan likes Mustache Man. I just kind of keep all of it. So he's a very easy figure to make as well. We got the OG Hoth Trooper and a smiling face. Boom. It's pretty simple to make. Don't need to get kind of like maybe the original goggles for this because this one's not too bad, but get like the other ones maybe. But yeah, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. There we go. I'll put Rex's helmet back on now. That's enough of the cursed face for now. I believe they did do a Phase 1 Cody at one point. I think that came in the gunship, but don't own that one unfortunately. So, I could wrap. I could wrap up, or I could just yap for another 10 minutes. Though to be fair, I did say I was only going to yap for another 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago. So that didn't kind of go according to plan, did it? I failed. As if some people, so I got the OG Droidica here as well. If you guys want me to show you that for the people who've only kind of come into the stream in like the last 20 minutes, I can show you some other ones from behind here. OG Droidica. Dude, like, still I think, and I think some people might agree, but I still think this Droidica is definitely the best rendition of the Droidica. Bit dated, maybe, but it's not. It's definitely not terrible. That's what I'll take, but the old Clone Trooper face as well, honestly, really good. It's so iconic in my opinion. Oh, really? Well, the animated ones? Animated ones, I think, would say are cursed. I have all the parts of Mustache Man minus the mustache. I mean, to be fair, it's quite a cheap piece to get. You could find it for very cheap, very cheap wax pen with a broom. Lamau. I am merely doing what the viewers ask. Yeah, I like me some OG Droidicas. The very good one. How good this me. Just imagine having this kind of collection. Should I get Rex or like 30 clones? I mean, that's up to you. If you want to have an army, get the clones. If you just want to have a very expensive figure, get Rex. That one is up to you, my friends. Personally, I'd probably get Rex, because he's quite a good figure to have. Personally, I would. Do like OG Captain Rex, so that's what I would probably do personally. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you're a stop motion animator, if you're wanting to have like lots of clones for a big battle scene, then probably the 30 clones would probably be better. The 30 clones would probably be better for you, couldn't you? Do you have the Goat Jar Jar? Not the OG one. I don't think I have one anymore, actually, because I think I sold a set. I sold a set a while ago that had a Jar Jar with it. And I don't think I own any other sets that had a Jar Jar Binks in it. I don't think, anyway. I might be completely wrong. That's actually a point. I wonder how much... Hold up. I wonder how much the original Jar Jar Binks figure is. That would be interesting, actually. That would be interesting. I am very curious. Bricklink. Because I'm also pretty certain you can only get Jar Jar in the OG Jar Jar in like 1 or 2 sets. Darth Vader voice. No. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I think if I were to get one, I like to kind of get all of the original one if possible. Jar Jar Binks, how much is he? Surprisingly, not that much. Not that much, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually kind of crazy. OG Jar Jar's average price is about £5. I mean, I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm also, like, not at the same time, I guess. A few leg dents. I can get it for pretty cheap. I can get OG Jar Jar for pretty cheap. Oh, he comes in 5 sets. I thought he came in, like, 1. Gungan Patrol, the sub, Pod Race. Oh wow, yeah, there was actually quite a lot of stuff that he came in. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. That set must be worth quite a lot. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize he came in. I didn't realize there was so much other sets and things. Oh wow, the only one of those sets that's being sold in the UK is sealed. Let me. I gotta have looked for the animated P1. What's the biggest set that my biggest Lego set is probably built Death Star, not built the Titanic. Makes sense. He wasn't very well received. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, it makes sense. It's just funny. I would have thought it would have had some collectability, but I guess not. I mean, if I want to get hold of an OG Jar Jar, definitely not. It's definitely not hard. It wouldn't be a hard one to get hold of for sure. Definitely wouldn't be too much of a hard one. It's just funny. It's a figure that I thought would have probably been worth a bit more, but I guess not. And people really don't like Jar Jar, huh? Alright, well, the average price for this animated Phase 1 clone at the moment that I'm looking at, depending on his condition, a lot of the ones I'm seeing on Bricklink, at least the cheapest ones, are about £2 to £3, but that's also ones that are sun damaged or cracked. But if they're not, they're roughly a fiver. A fiver for kind of used and like £7 or £8 for brand new. So, yeah. Not terrible, but a lot of the ones being sold seem to be in a not so good condition, so, you know. Is what it is. The biggest is the UCS, oh wow, UCS Millennium Falcon, fair play. Fair play. Maybe I might see if I can try and get hold of a set with Jar Jar. see what ones are available on the second-hand market. Could be quite a fun thing to do. Ooh, baby. Alright, I think I've yapped for quite a while now, so I think I'm going to wrap this up. I don't really think there's anyone to raid, so I probably won't. I can buy like 12 to 15 with my 120 euros. I mean, see how much they are in your country, because you might be able to find someone cheaper. Check eBay as well. I check eBay because you might be able to find a big like lot of bundle lot of them for a good price. My largest is the Death Star playset. Yeah, same with me. That's probably my largest Star Wars set that I have. I said largest set in general, probably the Titanic. Yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was just, I think it's kind of turned into a bit more of a yapping stream for like the last hour. Which, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to think of streams and stuff to do. Before I kind of gradually start moving up to that one. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'm not going to do a raid, actually. I think I changed my mind. I'm not going to bother. don't really feel like it. I don't feel like doing a raid right now, so I won't. So I will wish you all the best. I will have a schedule out on Tuesday. I don't know if I'll do 2 streams next week. I might only do 1. We'll wait and see. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good rest of your Sunday if you're only waking up or in the afternoon or whatever. It wouldn't be morning actually, now that I think about it, it'd be afternoon. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will speak to you guys later. Goodbye from here, and see you soon. Bye!